Hello. So here, welcome to Maths Law. Today we are here to study properties of rational numbers. So in our previous video we have studied the earlier exercises of Let's Try 1 in Milestone book. So today we are here with the properties of rational numbers. So in this properties of rational numbers under closure property, we are going to study all the four operations regarding this closure property. So in closure property, if a by b and c by d are any two rational numbers, then a by b plus c by d is also a rational number, or n means rational number. Here see, a by b plus c by d are two rational numbers. A by b and c by d are two rational numbers, then only the addition rule is applicable here. Means the result will also be a rational number, then only the closure property of addition operation will be closed. Means closed here means nothing but it will be verified. Verified is nothing but, in real life example if you want to take, means if any stranger or from outsider, if he comes into your home, you people don't allow him into your home, right? He will be an outsider for you, so you won't allow him so easily without knowing his whereabouts. So like that only you are supposed to take this a by b and c by d, these rational numbers. These rational numbers will only allow these rational numbers as a result. No other number is allowed as a result. You can understand like this. So under subtraction, a by b minus c by d, if the rule goes like this, then the answer should also be a rational number. Then only it is closed under closure property. Now multiplication, under the rule of multiplication, a by b into c by d is also a rational number. Then only this multiplication rule of closure property will be applicable or will be closed for the rational numbers. Now in the division, if a by b and c by d are two rational numbers, then c by d is not equal to 0. You have to make a point here. C by d is not equal to 0, then only a by b is divided by c by d, which also results in a rational number. Also make this a point as Rn means rational number. Okay, so a by b divided by c by d. If any two rational numbers like a by b and c by d is being divided with each other, then the result also results in rational number. So next we shall study all the other property of rational numbers. So the next property is the commutative property. So under the commutative property, we know how to add the rational numbers. So like now we have to interchange the order of this a by b and c by d, then we get the commutative property of addition here. If a by b and c by d are any two rational numbers, then a by b plus c by d is equals to c by d plus a by b is the rule of commutative property under addition operation. The numbers are commutative under addition, means the rational numbers are accepting the commutative property under this rule. Okay. Now subtraction of commutative property. Now what happens when we interchange the position of the rational numbers in subtraction? Does we get the same numbers? We shall check that in the next example in the next coming video. Okay. Now you can see a by b minus c by d is not equal to C by D minus A by B. That means the rational numbers are not commutative under subtraction. Here the result is not commutative with each other. So the subtraction operation doesn't accept this rule of commutative property. Now we shall see the how to multiply two or more rational numbers. Okay, so therefore now commutative property under multiplication is like if A by B and C by D are two rational numbers, then A by B into C by D is equal to C by D into A by B. The rule of multiplication under commutative property you have to remember, then only you are able to do the problems regarding this commutative property. You have to observe the operations here, plus and minus and into indicates their operations, right? When the question is like regarding the operations, you have to be keen in observing the question and you have to do regarding the question. Now the division, what happens if we interchange the positions of rational numbers in division? Yes, if we interchange the positions of the division, for suppose if A by B and C by D are two rational numbers, then C by D should not be equal to 0. C by D should not be equal to 0, then A by B divided by C by D is not equal to C by D divided by A by D. A by B. That means rational numbers are not commutative under division. Rational numbers are not commutative under the division operation. Okay. Here interchanging of A by B plus C by D is equals to C by D plus A by B means they will interchange their positions from first position to the last position, from the first position, second position to the first position. Like that they will be interchanging their positions, their order will be changed. That occurs in the commutative property. This is a tip so that you can remember. In the associative property also we have some small tip to remember the property. We shall see in the next video. So now associative property, if A by B, C by D and E by F are any three rational numbers, then A by B plus C by D plus E by F is equals to A by B plus C by D plus E by F. This is under addition. This is the rule of associative property under addition operation. So in associative property you mainly see the grouping of the rational numbers. Here the group of this A by B and C by D will change in the RHS side to C by D and E by F. So this is the tip to identify this associative property. The grouping changes in the RHS side. Is it? Yes. So this is under addition operation. So now we shall see with the subtraction. A by B minus C by D minus E by F is not equal to A by B minus of C by D minus E by F. Okay. This means this associative property of rational numbers is not associative with this LHS and RHS. Okay, this is not closed under associative property. When we multiply these rational numbers by grouping them in different ways, whichever way you want, you can. The three rational numbers A by B into C by D into A by E by F is not equals to A by B into C by D into E by F. You have to observe that is not equal to. The rational numbers are associative under multiplication. Okay. Here the association property will be applicable only when the multiplication process is not equal to the other RHS. Means LHS is not equal to RHS. then only the rational numbers are not associative under multiplication. Here we have seen this associative property does not hold true for anything, rational numbers, integers, whole numbers, nothing. But here in the case of multiplication, this holds true for whole numbers, integers and rational numbers. Okay, now we shall head on to this division. Here in division also we can observe if any integers or else any whole number or any rational number, if we take in the place of this rational number also, that does not hold for this associative property, does not hold true for this associative property. We can later verify this in the next video, in the next coming video. Now for the rule, here you go, A by B is divided by C by D and again divided by EF is not equals to A by B divided by C by D and divided by E by F. Means this group is dividing by E by F and this group is dividing by A by B. The both LHS and RHS are not equal to under the associative property. So rational numbers are not associative under division. Okay, now we shall head on with the distributive property of multiplication over addition and subtraction. If A by B and C by D and E by F are any three rational numbers, then A by B into bracket open C by D plus E by F bracket close is equals to each and every term of this bracket goes with this A by B. See here, A by B into C by D plus A by B into E by F. Means it is multiplying with each and every term of this bracket, each and every rational number of this bracket. That is the meaning of distributive here. You distribute the chocolates, you distribute tickets, you distribute with your friends, you distribute books, you distribute food. Like that all here also A by B is getting distributed within each and every term of this bracket. Understood? So the distributive property of multiplication over addition and subtraction have this rule, and if this rule is applied with the rational numbers, then that should hold true, then only the distributive property is true or is closed for the multiplication, addition and subtraction. So if we check in the later classes, you'll get to know that when we see with the distributive, using distributive property by checking with any other rational number, if the LHS is equals to RHS, then only the same holds true for the subtraction also. Okay. Now when we take the LHS and RHS same, then only that is true for the multiplication over addition also. Okay. RHS and LHS should be same, then only the property of distributive will be applicable over addition and subtraction. So we shall head on with the special cases. Now these come under the special cases here. So the additive identity is the number which when added to any other number results the same. Means when you add any rational number or any number, then the result will be the same number. When added to another number gives the latter number itself, means this itself. If we add a 5 with 0, then the answer is also of 5, means the same number which we added, right? So here you have to observe 0 is the additive identity of whole numbers. Whenever 0 is added to any integer, the result is the integer itself. The same is done for the rational numbers. If 0 is added to any rational number a by b, then we get the number itself. Means here in the place of a, we have taken a by b as a rational number. Then the result will also be the same a by b here. Now we shall see the multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity is a number which when multiplied to another number gives the number itself. Now see what happens when I multiply minus 6 with 1. I have got the same result, minus 6 here. So 1 is the multiplicative identity for rational numbers. It is also the multiplicative identity for integers and whole numbers as well. Okay, now we shall study this additive inverse. Additive inverse of a given number in the number is a number that when added to the given number gives 0 as the result. See, now here I have taken a and minus a as some integers or any rational numbers. What I got here is 0. Right? Now, the additive inverse of the numbers like 6 results in minus 6. Like minus 1 by 7 results in 1 by 7. Like minus 2 results in 2. So, we can say that the negative of a is minus a here, which results in 0. Okay, the additive inverse of a number is also called as negative of a number. The additive inverse of a number can also be called as a negative of a number. We get a negative when we take a positive. When we take a negative, we got a positive. Right? So it is called as a negative of a number also. Now in general, number plus additive inverse gives 0. So additive inverse of a by b is minus a by b. Right? So to take that example, you can consider these as examples. Now we shall go on study this reciprocal of a number. Now consider this a by b as any rational number. Okay, now the rational numbers a by b got reciprocal here. Means the reciprocal of a by b is b by a. Means the denominator has become numerator and the numerator has become the denominator here. That is called as reciprocal of a rational number. For example, 7 by 8 has become 8 by 7 here. Hope you understood this class today. We shall study the Let's Try 3 exercises in the next class. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share with your friends and hit the subscribe button so that I can think that my work is appreciated, so that it boosts me to do more videos like this.